Welcome to this week's edition of Weekly Digest, your front row seat to the policies, programs, and people shaping Guyana's development journey. Each week, we go beyond the headlines to follow ministers of government as they implement the administration's agenda one step, one story, and one community at a time. This past Sunday, Prime Minister Brigadier Retired Mark Phillips delivered a heartfelt message to the nation at the Environmental Protection Agency's annual World Environment Day Green Walk and Exhibition 2025. Speaking under this year's theme, Ending Plastic Pollution, the Prime Minister urged Guyanese to take action not just for today, but for future generations. Also this week, the Prime Minister visited Caneville on the east bank of Demerara, where he spent time listening to the residents. From calls for better roads to expanded youth training programs, he took note of their concerns, promising that their voices would not go unheard. Community voices also took center stage on Tuesday when Minister of Public Works Bishop Juan Edgel met with residents of Northeast La Penitence. They're hoping to turn an underused area into a much-needed recreational space. Minister Edgel assured them that work will begin soon. A contractor has already been identified and a special projects unit will take it from there. The following day, Minister Edgel was up early inspecting ongoing works along Aubrey Barker Road. He urged contractors to speed things up and reminded everyone that timelines matter. Upgrades to internal roads and drainage are also planned for North and South Rumvelt. As the country prepares for the national cleanup exercise on Sunday, Minister within the Ministry of Public Works, Deodat Indar, met with representatives from the Private Sector Commission to rally support. He encouraged businesses to show up, pitch in, and help keep Guyana clean together. In Blackbush Polder, more than 250 families got a virtual preview of their future homes at the Hawkstye housing development. Minister within the Ministry of Housing and Water, Susan Rodriguez, shared updates highlighting that over $902 million has been set aside for infrastructure in the first phase. And in the Block B experiment housing scheme, allottees finally set foot on the land they'll soon call home. Housing and Water Minister Colin Crowell was there to personally walk them through the plans, assuring them that smart strategic development is already underway. Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa started this week in the farming community of St. Lawrence behind Parika. He met with residents and discussed ways to unlock the area's agricultural potential. Then on Wednesday, the minister was on the Quarantine Coast engaging with farmers in the Brackish Water Project. He listened and committed to finding real solutions. Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony, meanwhile, spent the early part of the week at the opening of the European Union's Health Investment Mission. He reminded participants of the urgency to build a more resilient health system, especially after the lessons of COVID-19. The event brought together 10 leading companies looking to partner with Guyana to boost regional pharmaceutical capacity. Later in the week, Minister Anthony met with several private healthcare providers. One highlight, the introduction of the iStat Point of Care system, a portable tool with potential to improve frontline medical services. And on Friday, Minister Anthony celebrated a different kind of achievement. He delivered the feature address to 11 graduates of the Vocational Skills Training Program at the Open Door Center run by the Ministry's Disability and Rehabilitation Services. He praised the staff and students for their dedication and for showing that with support and opportunity, no door is ever truly closed. From fighting plastic pollution to planning new homes, from strengthening healthcare to building better roads, it's been a week of action, connection, and commitment. That's it for this edition of Weekly Digest. We'll see you next week with more stories from the heart of government.